nobody has the monopoly solution to how we are going to get our own promised land. But trust me, there are generations who have lived this. There are generations who have been working towards this. Many of us in Yoruba land, we grew up knowing that a day is coming, that Yoruba nation, Yoruba land will stand on its own. Oduwa Republic, where the Omokaharo, Ojire, the Omoluabi, who have been forced to be part of this contraption, a day is coming that we would be free of this whole thing, even though many of those who don't believe it now, they will still live in that world. It is all it's pre-prophesized like this. Sorry if you don't understand Yoruba. This is Bola Ige, late Chief Bola Ige, the former Attorney General of Nigeria, speaking about the destiny and the destination of we, the Yoruba people, the journey, the mission that this generation will take further than where they left it. They said 2080. Nah, we will do it far before then. Sorry, I'll come back and interpret. And if you can help me, please let me do some subtitle in the comment section for my friends who don't understand Yoruba. Word for word, if you can. Listen to late Chief Bola Ige. Very, very prophetic. Here we go.
Lọ́wọ́ tó jẹ́ pé inú wa sì dùn wípé Ọlọ́run bùkún ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn ti bá ọkàn wọn dá májẹ̀mú wípé ní agbára Ọlọ́run by 2000 AD òmìnira máa dé fúnlẹ̀ káàrọ̀ òmìnira. Èmi sì mọ̀ dájú wípé Ọlọ́run Oòduà, Ọlọ́run Ọ̀rànmíyàn, Ọlọ́run Ọbáfẹ́mi Awólọ́wọ̀, Ọlọ́run Adékúnlé Ajáṣin, amúwadé ilẹ̀ tuntun náà nígbì tí ẹ̀gbin, ìyà àti ìrẹ́jẹ kò ní sí fún ọmọ káàárọ̀ òjíire mọ́. Tàbá ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ilẹ̀ ìlérí tí a fẹ́ lọ yìí, àwọn tí ọ̀rọ̀ òye wọ́n máa kù bí egbére. Lójú àwọn egbére tí mò ń wí, ó dàbí ẹni pé ohun ẹ̀yẹ ni kí ènìyàn máa wà nínú ẹ̀gbin, nínú ìyà, nínú ìrẹ́jẹ. Tàbá sì fojú wo, kì í ṣe àwa Yorùbá nìkan ni ìyà ń jẹ ní Nàìjíríà. Bí Yorùbá ti bọ̀ wọ́n ní àrùn tó ń ṣe ojì náà ló ń ṣọ̀ọ́dún. Ohun tó ń ṣe Abọ́yadé ń kọ́ o. Ìyà tó ń jẹ Ṣógbẹ̀yìn l'Abẹ́òkúta ń kọ́. Òun náà ló ń jẹ Súlè ní Kòńtàgò. Èmi tó bá ń pa bàbá múlò ní Adó-Èkìtì kọ́ tí ó yàtọ̀ sí èyí tó ń pa Ìkejùkù ní Abakaliki. Nígbà tí mo sọ Ìkejùkù ní ìsìn, mo wá rántí tí wọ́n láyé ló jẹ́ kí rántí o. Nígbà tí a wà ní Òbúgà, ẹ̀yin náà àti gbọ́ olóyè Akíntọ́lá ló pe Ọ̀gá ní Òbúgà. Ó wá polongo ẹgbẹ́ NNDP lẹ́sà òkè ló ń bí ọjà wa ẹ̀kẹ́ tó bá ti kọjá ẹ̀sà wípé ẹ̀ lọ sókè lẹ́sìn. Ilé àwọn Ìkejùkù lù. Jẹ́bọ̀ àwọn aláìsí àjọ group àti NCNC àwọn àdí ọgbà àgbà yẹn ló bá kúkú mú ìgbé àti ìtúkú ló bá pa á pọ̀. Mi mọ̀ bóyá Bọ́lájí wà ní tí Bọ́lájí bá wà ní kó gbọ́ ilé yìí o torí tó bá di ọ̀rẹ́ mi á sọ fún ẹ. Chief Akíntọ́lá ó lọ sí òde ló wá ní wọ́n máa sọ men of integrity bẹ́ẹ̀ làwọn kan wà ní tí wọ́n integrity o. wọ́n á ti ṣe òfin gbọ́ ṣùgbọ́n yẹn Àkúrẹ́ ìlú àwọn olú àti fásọ̀rọ̀ tí ilé ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ìbájútọ́lá ló ṣe kàmpé gbogbo ẹni ọmọ òsì kó lọ́wọ́ sókè o gbogbo wọn lọ́wọ́ sókè gbogbo ẹni ọmọ òsì kó lọ́wọ́ sókè gbogbo wọn ọwọ́ ni mo ti ń bọ̀ ní mo rẹ́ ní ajá sí.
Chief Bola Ige. Man, Yoruba lost, man. They killed people who are there, who are, they call him Cesaro or Cicero. Cicero Esauke. Cicero, he was a great orator, and he could link events, to happenings and all of that, and it will make a great impression on you with his messages. He was addressing the Yorubas. He said at some point, some of the Yoruba leaders of the time, Akitola and all that, they were calling him Ige Shuku because of his political association with Obga at the time. So they were calling him Ige Shuku. So long story short, he actually said it that the Yorubas are going to be in Oduwa Republic in year 2000 AD, not 2080. And that should have been year 2000 when Yorubas agreed for the last time to be part of the 1999 arrangements, which Obasanjo benefited. And they ended up weakening the Yoruba region, Yoruba land. You get what I mean? So unfortunate, but some of us actually have their dream. Some of us read books. We read the history when we read about the old Western region, and we wanted to relive that. I mean, we want our children to live that. We don't want them to experience this Janjaweed Alimajiri style of living, which is what the likes of Tifnumbu and gang represented. The bread and butter politics, the rice and gari, rice and semo politics. That hasn't helped us. It made us poorer. And for those who can think very well, look around you. The economy of Yoruba land has been destroyed beyond what they have told you or they are telling you. And it's always better for you to know that the consequences of this is that once they make their money, they will disappear with their families and their loot. You will be left to till the land that they have ravaged, plundered. And the poverty we are talking about could become generational. And before it gets to that point, let's pick those who are still brave among our men. Let us encourage them, educate them. You see, one most powerful weapon that we can give to, you want to call it a strong, put it this way. One viable weapon you can give to a man in this day and time is to give him an information that could help him to change his situation from what it is currently to something better. Start from the decision they make in their political participation, so to say. And we have to encourage them before Nigeria finally destroy them, because Nigeria automatically destroy our self-esteem by stealing and taking away, or should I say, by weakening our economic power. If you can't feed yourself, you can't fight anyone easily or reasonably or logically. You can't. When you fight with this hunger for success in you, it's different from fighting with hunger to survive. That is what they have subjected the most of our people into. And that's why easily they can blackmail you with all these fancy words. Tifnumbu can this. No. Don't battle or rattle us with fancy words. We want to see what they've done. Somebody put something out. I think I screenshotted it. Yorubas have been so kind to Tifnumbu, but Tifnumbu have been so ungrateful. A kind of an ungrateful element that nobody When I say nobody, I mean it. Nobody should be blackmailed into believing any goddamn nonsense that this guy says. Trust me. I screenshotted a few stuff earlier, and the purpose was to tell you how Yoruba land have been so generous to Tifnumbu and his gang. And what do we get in return? Poverty, corruption, self-centeredness, greed, the greed of the few, and all that. So they said that before Tifnumbu came in, he had, where is that again? There was no Oriental Hotel. There was no Lekki this or that, which means that Yoruba land made him richer, while he made Yoruba land poorer. Not just him, himself and so many others like him who are parading themselves as your savior. I don't have the right device here that I wanted to share that with you, but I'll do that some other time. Among other things and crimes they've been committed, just same way they are wrecking havoc in Eastern Nigeria, and they are looking for who to blame for it. If you remember that, there is one thing I picked as well. I actually thought I was going to share that with you, but I'll keep that for some other time as well. Okay. So the other thing I want to do tonight is this. We choose our battle so wise and well, and we go about it with a serious salvo, with serious determination and concentration, so to say. I am for the independence of the Yoruba land, and I will do everything within my capacity and advocacy to encourage everybody to share the same thing everywhere, because we must have something to open. We must have something that is realistic and something that we can indeed hand over to the generation coming after us, after we must have created it. And that is to say, the journey for the realization of the Yoruba nation, the Oduwa Republic, and everything that comes with it, start with our mind. After realizing that those who were supposed to speak for us have never spoken for us, those who are supposed to fight for us have never fought on our side, they've always been against us. And knowing that, you should never, ever be deceived into validating them. Okay, Yoruba nation struggle is ours, and our intervention to start with is making impact. They may tell us that we probably are wasting our time. Don't believe them. Okay, when this OBLLB of a thing comes back, when the whole thing burned them and all that, and they've done whatever they will do to themselves, we want them to come back to something more reasonable, something more real, and that is the fight for the Yoruba's emancipation, the self-determination advocacy that me, you, and every one of us have chipped in our resources to continue to make a reality. So I have this. I'm going to open my line this moment, okay? I want to take a few calls. I want you to be part of this too, right? And if you really want to be part of it, just use the number on your screen, okay? That is the WhatsApp number. It's on your screen. It's just scrolling right there. Type it down, save it with Mayegun, and then dial the number. But before I open the line, I'm going to go and mix up a little tea, just a little more. And then when I get back, I'll take a few calls. Okay. So we need to continue our fundraising as people have suggested. Okay. And then, yeah, I'm going to share the link as well when I come back. Until then, help share the broadcast. If you haven't really liked the video, you should like it. I mean, it is your offering. You should never jẹ oògùn lówó. I'll be back in a minute, and the line will be opened in a sec too. I think I have my first caller on the line. So we are starting tonight. And your name, sir, or ma?
Okay, my name is Gabriel Montai, General.
Gabi,
calling from London.
How are you tonight?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Solid. You're my first caller, and I'm happy to have you here, by the way. So, yeah, fire on, sir.
Okay. Just want to say, more can we say? You said it all. I just want to say well done for the job you are doing.
Thanks.
And Nigeria, we are listening. I don't know how we're going to talk to ourselves before we learn, especially the younger generation. Look at what these people are doing. It's enough to, if I see young Nigerians supporting these people, sometimes just, I try not to go mad. Look at what they're doing now. 100, I have one of them in my workplace. Today I call him, say, you, as you are now, can you go aspire to be president of Nigeria with this kind of amount they are? He said he's APC supporter. With this kind of amount, they asking to buy form and all that. He was speechless. He couldn't say anything. So thank you very much for the work you are doing, and have a wonderful week.
I will, man. Yeah. Thanks so much for calling in as well tonight. So you have a good one yourself, okay? So that's a Gabriel from London, I believe. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Yeah, my name is Victor. I'm calling from Sweden.
Victor from Sweden. So you are live.
Yeah.
Everybody can hear you too, please.
Yeah. In fact, there is a lot to say concerning Nigerian situation. I find out that anytime somebody tangible want to make an impact in the Yoruba land, they always kill him. You know, think about the issue of Awolowo. Look at the way they depressed him, and they never allow him to fulfill what he wanted to do for Yoruba land and Nigeria as a whole. You know, then let us think about the issue about Abiola too. You know, they always look for one way or the other and make sure anybody that is rising in Yoruba land, they will just kill him. You know, I don't know what to say. You know, I don't know what to say, and I believe that religion also has done a whole lot of problems. You know, to us, you know, a lot. You know, and the people that are supposed to speak up, they hide under religion and they start doing so many things that is not supposed to be either. So I think we are blindfolded anyway. I could remember, you know, there's one thing I wanted to, because I served in Zamfara State. Where my state was the first state to serve. That is National Youth Service in
Zamfara.
In Zamfara, yeah. I did my orientation in Arungungu, you know, this where they do this fishing festival every year. I don't know if they still do it now.
Or Kebbi? I thought Arungungu is in Kebbi or something. Or is the river just cut across?
Yeah, I did in Zamfara State, but then in Zamfara we don't have the orientation camp. We were the first set, so we did. I did my orientation with Kebbi, you know.
Right. So they stationed you in Kebbi for your orientation, then you served in Zamfara. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, for 2 weeks. So then that was the first time I have the opportunity to travel to the north, you know. And I remember that was the time Buhari was made the PTF chairman. I don't know, this Petroleum Trust Fund chairman under Abacha. Yeah, under Abacha, you know. He used that money to develop part of North then, at the detriment of other places, you know. Because I remember I was traveling through some places, you know, when I was, you know, going for my orientation. After 2 weeks, when I was coming back, it was like a magic. The way they used the money to tie some roads and other things. This same Buhari did not do anything on that part of the country, you know.
And that allegation is so true, because people brought it up then. They said that that was how Pasha is always been. Is always like that kind of factional person. It's never one Nigeria of a thing. He doesn't believe in one Nigeria of a thing. Whatever he can take is always factional. People said that before the whole thing, before the whole power got to his hand. But he still got it anyway.
Yeah, because I remember, so because of that, when he was trying to contest for this election where he becomes the president now, I remember I was laughing. I said, look, you people, if you trust this man, you are messing things up. Everybody was shouting, no, it's like I was the only one on my side, like 99% to 1% there. I was telling people, don't vote this man. This man never made well for Nigeria. Like, just looking at this man like that. When he was the PTF chairman, I witnessed a lot during that time.
They are doing the same thing for Tinubu right now. They are doing the same thing right now. Like, so it's always been like that, hasn't it?
Yeah, I know. Sincerely, Osibajo wouldn't want to contest with yeah, I know sincerely. But I know there will be a kind of division, a kind of divide and rule. They would like to set Yorubas against the Yoruba. I have that notion 100%. But I believe the game has started already.
It started though.
And let's because this is a level playing down now. Let's see what is going to happen.
Let's see who is going to outwit one another. God bless you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
My God. Try and if I pray, I watch your program.
I know.
This is the first time I'm getting your phone, and I watch your program. It's like it's everyday tonic. Even the past and the present, and it's like a tonic. Why this mean, it reminds me of so many things, and I know God is going to give you the strength.
Like your time in Nazarawa and Kebbi. That's one thing that you probably you're so happy to share with us tonight. I heard a lot of that all the time.
Oh, so Michael, so good work. Let me give other people time to go. I know
thank you.
Waiting on it.
No, it's all right. I mean, it's a pleasure talking to you, by the way. So thank you for calling in. Okay, you stay safe, sir. So I have another person on the line. Here we go. Hello there. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Oda.
Sir.
How are you doing, sir?
I am very well. Thanks for asking. How are you?
Fine. This is AK Ola from New Jersey.
Class, man. So you are live. Everybody can hear you. AK Ola. Sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. This is my first time calling. I'm very happy to get through.
Thanks for calling.
Yeah. So I just want to share one or two things regarding my experience with last time I went to Nigeria, right?
Oh, go on, please.
So I promise I will not go back in a long time.
I like people sharing their experiences, so it's kind of always, go for it. I like that.
Yeah. So on my way from Ibadan to Lagos, right? I was traveling with my brother from the UK too.
Right.
But actually, I live in the United States.
Right.
And can you believe that on getting very close to Lagos, we were stopped by some men in uniform.
Oh.
And they were actually asked to stop, and they other, where you guys from? What are you doing? And I showed them my ID, like, okay, we're students, this and that. Can you believe that they actually ordered us to get out of the car, went through our wallet, and they found my wife's credit card on me. And they said, oh, you're a scammer. Can you believe that they took they made me and my brother actually go to the ATM and withdraw 100,000 naira?
Oh, you experienced that kind of taking you to, you know what I mean?
Yes. Wow. And they actually took 100,000 naira was in my own account. I just emptied it out to bail myself out for having my wife's credit card on me.
That night.
So, I mean, yes. And I look back and I was like, no, I'm not going back in a long time, because that country is like, I feel like there is no hope for that country again. I mean, imagine after like 5 years in the US, going home and experiencing that, it was just horrible.
The trauma of what if these guys just decide to do us dirty?
Exactly.
Who is going to Who is going to believe us when we are dead? Because a lot of things can be running through your head at that moment. It's not because you are new to hearing police taking money, police doing this and that, but you finding yourself in that position, that moment. The trauma, man.
Yes, I was scared to my pants. Like, they were cocking their guns and saying, I'll kill you down. Like, calm down. And my brother is very hot-tempered, right? And I was like, calm down, brother. Bro, we need to get out of this before we can actually, let's just get out of this situation.
Before the story that touches that.
Exactly, because Papa and Mama day back in Nigeria, they don't even know say you don't enter Wala. See today, nobody even knows. Nobody hear this story from me. I'm telling you. And I listen to you, and I feel like maybe there's a little hope we can have our own country, maybe. But Nigeria, the way it is, like the way it is going right now, it's gonna be like like same story. I mean, doing the same thing over and over again.
Nothing changes.
Exactly, brother. Exactly. I appreciate what you're doing, and honestly, when I go to work, you're like when I'm driving, I'm listening to you because I have some hope. One day, maybe Nigeria will get Nigeria will be like Nigeria will no longer exist, and we have our own country and be able to move forward.
And then prior to that as well, maybe we can make some changes in Yoruba land to at least. Before Yoruba nation comes, we have to have a nation first. And we have to have a people who understand that this is not how to live. This is not how to exist. We need to change our orientation first. That's a lot.
Exactly. I believe that 100%.
We'll get there.
Because
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Nice one, Baba. Nice one. Thank you very much. Experience, they say, is the best teacher. If you have it, one of the experiences you don't want to have is to be around the Nigerian police, cocking their guns, threatening to shoot or kill you. And you've read a lot of stories that, this could be it. How scary. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, my name is Damian.
Did you say Damian?
Yeah, from UK.
Class band. So
yeah,
you are like,
it's been a long time I've been following you, trying to see how you analyze things and everything. I'm more like, wow, you are just unique,
Thanks,
know.
Man.
So I really appreciate the way you analyze issues, make it, what I say, objective, critic, like constructive. When you are criticizing somebody, you are constructive in your criticism and everything. So I really appreciate where you analyze things. You just need to be a good political analyst, to tell you the truth. But anyway, I'm just happy to call it first and foremost.
At least and also, our voice is one-on-one, so it's a pleasure. Damien.
Okay, so there is something I just remembered now as I was just listening to some guys. When that issue of the train bombing happened, people we are condemning, talking about, the life of people that we are in the train and everything. I was just more like going through the news I had when the president had to speak. And the only thing he was just talking about is they need to fix the train. He wasn't even concerned about the life of the people that we are on the train, that kind of stuff. So he's just kind of heartless human being.
He doesn't think about the people. He's still not concerned about those who were taken on that train, those who died and every other thing.
His main concern is just let them fix the train, that's all. You see that there's nothing like human sympathy about him. No. He's just totally out of touch with human, Sadly. I just more like I was kind of from day one, I don't even like the man, He's just something else.
I mean, what is you like about him? Like, what, put it this way, Demi, right?
Nothing.
Because sometimes you feel like, am I a bad person for saying I don't like him? You are not a bad person. What is there to like about him? Tell me one, if you can remember.
It just makes you go more like crazy. Even the people that when even his advisors will talk, he will just what kind of people are around this guy? The people, him and his advisors and everything, the way they talk, you begin to imagine the kind of human beings these people are that are just totally out of touch with what is going on in Nigeria. They have had this previous experience, but once you go in there, it's more like you have been jazzed.
It's like a
you are totally out of
It's like having dark souls.
You are totally out of touch. Some people, even some politicians, some of them, you see them that are talking like human beings. The next minute, once they align themselves with this man or they visit him, the way they will talk like this, you will see that something is wrong somewhere.
Something is not right anymore.
It's just something else. I don't know. And again, for me, all these issue of election or whatever, is just totally out of the equation. Whoever that goes in there, whether it's an Igbo man, a Yoruba person, anybody from the South that goes in there, you are just trying to validate their distance. They might even agree for a Southerner to go there and then be there, but you can't do anything because the structure is totally against you. There's nothing you can do that, that will change anything at all. So for me, I don't subscribe to all these, people clamoring for Igbo presidency, Yorubas coming back, all those kind of. It doesn't make sense.
You see, people like us know the vote. Me, I know the vote, and I've told people
you
why.
Don't need to waste your energy on
right?
you don't even need to waste your energy voting because there's nothing to, there's nothing to vote for. Even if from head to toe, no single politician now you can easily vouch and then say, oh, this person will do something at the end of it.
There's even something I want to add too, yeah? Take, for example, wetin Peter Obi won't do, wetin Tifnubu won't do, wetin any of these guys won't do when they see want to use the same constitution,
Like for me,
what can they do?
When I was in secondary school, that's when Peter Obi was the governor of Anambra State. I saw him in action. To tell you the truth, the man is just something else.
I mean, within his own space. We are talking about Nigeria now. It will be disgraced.
The reason why people don't like him that time is because as a politician, he doesn't share money.
No.
He's a simple guy. The first time I met him, he went to Urban Gear Secondary School with about 4 cars, 4 convoys with him. No more security.
He was driving Pojo car. I knew that time as a governor,
he went to one Urban Gear Secondary School. My dad was a patron there. He helped to build the school and everything. So he visited the school to donate buses and everything to them. So people were saying, oh, that's the governor's convoy. That's the governor's convoy. We are thinking it's a joke because it's just more like 3 or 4 cars. He just went there. The next thing, because our house is more like a 4-story building. So from there, we can see the inside of the school.
I know that,
From there, I saw, that was when I saw this man. He was just a simple guy. So, but the point there is, even if we have something like Peter Obi there, he won't do anything different that much because the structure is totally against him.
Yeah.
You understand? The House of Assembly there is just there to, dominate whatever